Hi everybody and a very welcome to this special live stream event. How are you all doing? I can see that Ankit, Sankar and Shalem is here. Max Dubs, hi everybody. I'm going to wait a little bit to let everyone come in because I said that we're going to start at 1700 UTC. That's now, but I will just wait for more people to join in. So guys, I hope you're all doing fantastic as always. Can you just tell me if everything is working? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Tell me. Right, it seems like there's quite a few people coming in now, and just tell me, is the quality of the video okay? I've gotten myself into a place with really good internet now, so there shouldn't be any problems, but you never really know. All right, guys, first of all, how are you all doing? Tell me. Just where are you from and everything. I'm still waiting for more people to join into the live stream before I start talking about the reason for this live stream, okay? Good stuff. It seems like all of you are doing fine, which is what I'm looking for. Right, so what we'll do now is we will just head off, okay? So I'm going to start by saying that today I have initiated the launch of my latest application. I guess most of you guys have been anticipating that, so that shouldn't come as news for you. It's called Mentor Aviation, okay? When I say that I have started it, it is because at the moment it is released as a beta version for Android. Okay, so those of you out there who have Android phones, you can just go in there right now and you will be able to find Mentor Aviation out there. Those of you with iOS devices, what happened was that everything was fine up until late night yesterday when Apple came back and said that they had some problems setting up the in-app purchase module. So they are working on that, which means that it should be done within a couple of hours to maybe to tomorrow or so. So as soon as Apple are done, they will be releasing the application for all iOS users as well. Now, this is something that I want to discuss a little bit what I'm trying to achieve with this application. Okay, this is a server-based application, which means that I will be able to put out as much information and content as you guys want me to put out there. If you want me to talk about how to land an aircraft, I will be talking about that. If you want me to talk about how to set up the 737, I have already talked about that, so that will be in this application. Basically, this is all up to you guys. What I'm trying to achieve is I want to create a place on the internet inside of this app where we can have a positive and constructive atmosphere, okay? The app will have courses inside. The courses are for sale, they're not free, and that's because I have to produce them, but there are free content in there. For example, you'll be finding YouTube videos inside of the app that will not be released onto the channel. The only way to see them is through this app, is because they are part of a briefing pack for the application. So you can go in, you can click on these briefing videos. I will be explaining part of the procedures that I'm explaining inside of the app through those free YouTube videos. There are also a chat function. If you go to settings on the app, you'll be able to find a chat where you can chat away. It's a very simple chat at the moment. If I find that you guys really like that, I will be telling my developers to make that more specific, maybe make a couple of chat rooms, things like that. But I'm calling this a beta release because I need your feedback. There are a couple of things that you guys need to know. First of all, when we do 360 instruction, when I do 360 videos, okay, they need to be of a fairly high quality, okay. There are two sets of videos inside of the app. There are 4K videos and there are 2K videos. Now, I know that a lot of you guys were complaining before that your devices were not could not download the app because they were saying that it wasn't applicable, it wasn't compatible. Now, that will not be the case. All of you should be able to download this app. However, what's happened is that before, the app stores decided that, you know, for example, if I put up a 4K video, the App Store decided that your device could not show a 4K video. and therefore you couldn't download it. Now, in this app, you will be able to download it, but you still might not be able to see the videos if your device does not carry 4K or 2K videos. So it's really important that you, before you purchase under the courses, that you check that your device can actually show at least 2K videos, okay? Very, very important. You will get a warning on the Android devices. The iOS devices, this will not be a problem. All of them will be able to do this. However, on the Android devices, there are literally thousands of different Android devices. They all have different capabilities. So you will have to check if you have an older device, for example, or if you have a newer but maybe cheaper device, you'll have to go in and check what kind of video that you can see on there before you go in and purchase any of the courses. Now, of course, if you can't purchase, if there's a lot of you guys who can't purchase the courses, I'll be trying to decrease the resolution even further to make that happen. But I will need your feedback. So if you can please go into, there is a submit feedback in the settings section of the application. You can go in there, and when you have been using the app, and you feel like, okay, this is good, this is less good, then I would please ask you to write in the submit feedback section so that me and my developers can see what we can do to make this the best aviation app out there, because that is exactly what I am trying to achieve with this, okay? Cool. I will be working, like I said, I can make this as big as you can imagine. You know, at the moment there are 2 playlists out there. The playlists are the full setup, where I will show you how to set up a 737 NG from cold and dark all the way up to taxi. Now, there are a few videos that have been made but still have not been released, okay? That's because this is a beta version. They will be released. If you go out and you buy the full setup playlist, you will get those for free. When they are added to the playlist, you will automatically get access to them. Otherwise, you can just buy whatever part of the video that you feel, or part of the course that you feel that you're more interested in, and you can see the briefing video for that. And this will be true for all the courses that I make. So if you guys want me to talk about hydraulic failures, rapid depressurization, emergency descent, anything that you can think of, I will be able to do that for you, okay? And they will come in this app. So this is what I'm hoping for this app, guys. I'm really, this is why it's been taking so long. I've tried my best to make this as good as possible for you guys, and now we will together in the beta version stage try to iron out any little problems there might be and fix them together. Right, guys, so I'll take some questions there. We're talking about prices. Okay, the prices I've set is I put 99 cents, as in almost $1 per video. Or for the full setup, it's going to ultimately contain 6 videos. That's almost 1 hour of instruction. That's going to cost $4.99. The playlist containing engine failure after takeoff, that is 3 videos that's going to be on sale for $1.99. Like I said, there are not 3 videos and not 6 videos in these playlists now. I have them already, but they will be released when the full version of this application is fully applied to by, or fully controlled by, both iOS and Android. Lalmetro, do you have a link to the app? If you can't see it already, it should be popping up on App Store any second now. It's been out since about 11 today. In some cases, it might take a few hours for the Google Play Store to pick it up. But like I said, at the moment, it's only on Android. It's going to be available during the weekend for iOS as well, okay? It will come out as a beta version for both of these, but Apple are having some problems with the in-app purchases, and that's why the iOS versions are not available at the moment. This app is available in all countries. You should be able to find it. I saw that someone asked for it in Denmark. It will be there if you are looking at an Android device, okay? Not iOS devices at the moment. Okay, cool. So I'll show you now. I'm going to take some more questions later on. I'll just show you a little bit about what the interface looks like, if I can actually show that on the screen here. So this is on my iPhone 6, okay? And as you can see, there are some featured videos at the top. There are playlists, which you can scroll around and see what the different playlists are. Some of them are the 360 videos, the ones that are they're instructional videos. They are the ones that cost money. The ones on YouTube, or the ones that are connected to YouTube, the instructional videos, they are for free. Obviously, you can just open it up and watch them as they are. And you will find that there are quite a few videos out there that I have not released and probably will not release on the YouTube channel because they're just too specific. Like, for example, the full FMC setup is 15 minutes of instruction how to set up an FMC from scratch until you're ready for takeoff. And there's also things like how to read a QRH non-normal checklist in case of an engine failure and an engine in-flight start. Those kind of things I will be posting onto this app, but it will not be available on the channel. So if you don't want to buy anything, which I perfectly understand, you can still get the app and watch these videos through there. There will also, I'll be trying to get up more and more material onto it based on your feedback. So feedback that if you want something specific shown, then either you send a message here on YouTube, or you go into my Facebook page and you send messages to me there, or by all means send it as feedback to the app, which is part of the settings section. So if you go to settings, actually, you'll see that on the settings, there you have the chat icon. So if you want to go in there and you can have chat to other people, then that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be talking now and then as well to keep it all going. But remember that as well as the rest of this channel, I want it to be positive and constructive only. There will be questions being posed there. If you see a question, answer it, but try to be helpful and try to be positive. If I see that the chat is going out of control, I might have to shut it down. So just please follow me in there, be positive, help each other out, because that's the kind of community that I'm trying to build. And that's what I want to try to fix. All right, guys, more questions. Will you tweet on Twitter when it's released on Apple? I can do that, yes. Basically, when it's released on Apple, whenever there is an update to this, I'm going to go out and I'm going to post it on my YouTube page. Sorry, not my YouTube page, but my Facebook page. I will release that on Twitter. I will probably send something out on Instagram as well. So whenever there's an update, and also those of you who have the app, you will notice that when anything new is being added, you will get a push notification from the app. The app will tell you that something is happening. All right, so I'm getting reports that the video is really bad. Guys, can you just confirm that? Do you see me, or is there any problems with the video quality or the audio quality? Okay, that's a good question, maxed out. So my YouTube video, how my YouTube channel is going to be now when I'm concentrating more technical stuff to the app, it's going to be the same. I will concentrate on talking about soft skills in the YouTube channel, about how to handle things like, you know, dealing with captains that might not want to do what you tell them to, or you know, I'm going to be doing technical videos there as well as there. So there will be technical instructions. Basically, the briefing videos that I make for the app that I think is good enough to go out onto the YouTube channel, and by good enough I mean short enough for people to want to watch on YouTube, I will release them on my YouTube channel as well. So you can expect much more technical content on my YouTube channel as well now that this app is out, because I have sensed that that is something that you guys have been missing on the channel, so I will try to do that as well. The app is called Mentor Aviation, just spelled like that, Mentor Aviation, okay. Okay, what's the login page about in the app? Yeah, the login page is you're gonna have to get a username, because what happens is that if you start downloading videos, then that's gonna be connected to your specific username. So when you go into it, you go in, for example, try to chat, it will ask you for your email address and a password, and that will then be the user that would get all of the videos. Because what happens, guys, is that once you have bought a video on here, if you feel that, if, for example, you're running out of space on your phone, then you can delete that video, but you have still paid for it, which means that whenever you want, you can pick it down again from the cloud. And that's why you need to have a specific user inside of the app. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Will you continue with the series with your mentor cadet? Absolutely. Now, my YouTube channel will not change, okay? It might become a little bit more technical, as in there will be more technical stuff in there, but I'm going to continue exactly the same. I want to continue talking about how life is as an airline pilot. Basically, I want to, with this, try to widen the channel and make it even better and even more relevant for you guys. And I'm going to use this app to try to get as much feedback as possible to see what you guys, my core viewers, think of the app. Okay. What is the speed, the wind limit for 737 on takeoff and landing? Like yesterday with the storm Doris, saw Ryanair diverting to Gatwick and Stansted. Yeah, it depends a little bit on if the runway is dry or if it is wet. So we can go up to 27, up to 32 knots even in certain conditions. I'm not going to go into exactly what those conditions are, but when the crosswind is starting to be above 30 knots generally, especially on wet runways, we start to have problems. Mentor pilot, are you trained in situations such as plane hijacking? Yeah, well, we're not trained for what to deal. We're trained for how to deal with the situation. Okay, so these are safety and security questions, which are different for different airlines, how they do them, and obviously we keep our procedures very tightly knit. So that wouldn't be how we deal with stuff like that. It's not something that I would broadcast on the internet. Are there trim tabs, carburetor heat and mixture on an Airbus 380 or in Boeing? No, it's not, because that's piston engines, and we use jet engines, so they're different. What's your reaction to the Dash 8 crash at Amsterdam the other day? Any idea on what went wrong? Well, I know that the Dash 8s have had problems with their landing gears earlier. If you go back a few years, that's about 10 or 12 years now, there was a series of incidents with the landing gear on the Dash 8 in Sweden, actually. I don't know if these are related, they might not be, but they looked very familiar. Do you know who is Captain Joe? Yeah, I do know who is Captain Joe. Actually, I'm in contact with him a little bit. He has a really, really good YouTube channel that I recommend everyone. If you haven't seen it, then you should definitely go in and see it. If you fly for an airline with multiple different aircraft, you switch between aircrafts throughout your career. You can do. Most of the time you stay on the same fleet for as long as you feel like, or you might change when you go from first officer to captain. Sometimes if you've been flying on long haul big aircraft as a first officer and you get upgraded to captain, you might be moved down to a smaller aircraft, but it differs. Different airlines have different ways of doing this. Guys, any more questions about the application? So I have talked a little bit about the functionality of it. Obviously the app in itself is very small to download. It should go very quick to download, but the videos in themselves are fairly heavy. They're about 300 megabytes each in both the 2K and the 4K stage. So like I said to you, if you do download it and you feel like you're running out of space on your phone or whatever, you can delete the videos. They will still be yours to keep, providing that you've downloaded them with your username. So whenever you want to take them down again and look at it again, you can just click the button and it will come down for free. The Tiger Place, how do passengers ask to look in the cockpit before or after a flight? You talk to the flight attendant. So go and talk to the purser, tell them that you're really interested in becoming a pilot, and tell them that you would love to visit the cockpit after the flight, because it's going to be after the flight in most cases. And they should be helping you out with that. Cool, guys, does any one of you have downloaded the app so far? What do you think? Can I get some spontaneous reactions to how things are working? Lola Metro, can you stream the videos without downloading them? Not at the moment, okay? And that is because of bandwidth and the cost of carrying bandwidth. If this turns out to be really successful and you guys really like it, then I will be looking into a subscription possibility where you can just pay something monthly or yearly or something, and I can just upload videos and you can stream them as you go. But at the moment, since I don't really know what the interest is for this, I have made it so that you pay for it, you download the video, and then, as I said, you can take it away and then download it again if you want. But that way I have control over the server costs, which actually is a significant part of this application. Jared 100, what are the effects of radiation as a pilot? They should be very small to none. The airlines have to monitor radiation over time, especially if you fly on aircraft that go significantly higher than 45,000 feet. Most airlines do not. So if in the case of a 737-800, for example, it's supposed to be negligible. However, we don't really know because people have not been flying those altitudes for that long. So the ultimate effects of radiation we will have to see. But if you look at it scientifically, it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, Jake Wolstenholmer, what's the difference between Mentor 360? Well, the difference is that Mentor 360 and Mentor Aviation are two completely different types of apps. So Mentor 360 is an app where you just download the Howl app. It's almost half a gig big, and you get those 4 videos that I have inside there, and that's it. I can't change Mentor 360. I got a lot of feedback back from you guys saying that we want more. When are you going to add more stuff into Mentor 360? And this is why I got the idea of making this application, because this is an application where I can change the content, where I can put more stuff in there. And this is also, there's much more things in there, like push notification, chat function, free videos, things like that, which I could never have done with Mentor 360. So this is a much bigger step for me personally, for the channel. So I really hope that you guys will like this. That is the aim of all of this. Okay, so you're still having some problems with the video stream, I see. Can you all hear me? Just tell me yes. Is the videos paid? Yeah, like I talked about it before. So the courses, I'll be doing a couple of courses, and they will all be like, for example, engine failure after takeoff, crosswind landings, crosswind takeoffs, full setup, which is already available on there. And those courses, which are made in 360, those are paid. But you will get almost an hour of full-time instruction for less than the price of a hamburger. So we're not talking any significant prices there, but it does help me to actually produce more and more content, which I'm trying to do. There are stuff inside there for free as well. Jerry 100, cool, great, from the US. Like I was saying, the iOS version will be coming out very soon. I was hoping to have that done today. Now it doesn't look like Apple will be able to do that, but during the weekend or early next week, the iOS version. And like I said, it's a beta version now. The amount of devices available for Android is absolutely incredible. This is why I want you guys to try it out. Make sure that your device can do 2K or 4K video before you start buying anything. And then if you have any kind of issues, then you go into submit feedback on the menu button and send it in so that my developers can start ironing out those problems. Will it be on iPad? Yes, it will be on iPad. It will be on all types of Android type devices as well. So it should be available for all of you guys who were denied the Mentor 360 app as well. It's just with a little bit of caution there, because if you were denied the Mentor 360 for a reason, this time you will not be, because you will be able to access all of the free stuff inside of it, but you will have to be a little bit careful before you download the videos to make sure that they work on your device. Sankab Mukim, when do you expect to release the main app? This is the main app, but it's not filled up yet. Okay, so as soon as I know that everything is working the way it should, I will just be releasing the videos that are there. There are another 3 videos, I think, to be added onto the setup series, and there's another 1 video to be added to the engine failure after takeoff series as well. Like I said, if you buy the whole package, then you will get them for free when they are available, and that's going to be very, very soon. App name, Mentor Aviation, spelled just like in Mentor Pilot, Mentor Aviation. Planes Life, oh, Really good. I'm really happy that you like the app. It's fantastic. Oh, by the way, guys, while I have you here, if you get the app and you like it, then please go into App Store and give it a review and give it a grading. In every country, it's really important that for whatever country you are in, that you go in and do this, because different countries have different grading systems. So even if there's loads of people who are grading it in the United States, for example, no one will see that in India. So go into you might be the only one that is giving a review in your country. So it's really important for me and for the application that it's getting good, fair reviews. Okay, but I will also ask you, if you do have problems with the app, before you give it a grading or grade it down, can you please send in that feedback to me via the submit feedback button before you do anything, because we will try to fix it. That's why this is a beta version. Hi Captain, I was wondering if you could become a student, government-sponsored SEA school in Sweden with bad police record, if you have a 5-year note on your record. No, normally you will have to wait until those 5 years are over, and the reason for that is that if you've had a police record, you will not be able to be issued with a badge to go airside, and if you can't do that, you won't be able to do your flight training. Also, the airline business, they will be looking into your police record. So just wait until those 5 years are over and your slate is clean, and then go for it. Shuim Sima, is it available Microsoft users? No, the Microsoft phone we have not gone into, and the problem with that is that it's such a small market and it costs as much to develop as it does. But once again, if this is really successful now, I will be able to develop it even for small and niche markets. So Microsoft phone at the moment is not supported, but all the Android devices and the iOS devices will be. So Otto Wallen, which destinations do you fly to? I fly to all of the destinations that we have over the continent of Europe. So there's literally, for my base, it's about 60 destinations during the summer, and over Europe there are hundreds of destinations. Philip the Gamer, I cannot find it on my iPad. No, and that is because it's an iOS device, and the iOS devices will be incorporated very soon. But like I said in the beginning of the live stream, Apple have had some problems with the in-app purchase part of the app, so they have taken it down from the store until they've sorted that out, and that should be done fairly quickly. So if you can't find it on iPad or any of your iPhones, that is because it hasn't been released there yet. I will send out a message on Facebook, go out and do a quick live stream on YouTube as well, telling you when it is fully available for all devices. Okay. Okay, Mentor, what is your opinion on the third runway on Heathrow? I haven't actually looked into that, to be perfectly honest. Generally, I am quite positive to making the airports bigger, providing that they have the infrastructure built to do it. But I'm going to be honest and say I haven't looked into the politics around the third runway there yet. My next flight is going to be to Eindhoven in about a week. Okay, guys, can I get any more feedback on the app, please? Those of you who have to look at videos and stuff, what do you think? Remember that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a completely new way of teaching procedures. Okay, the app, that is what I'm trying to do with the app, and eventually, if I manage to do that with you guys, I'll be able to do it more professionally for airlines as well. So I am combining 360 virtual reality, and also you can scroll just like you did on the Mentor 360 app with instructional videos on YouTube. So if you look at the instructional videos and then you look at the playlist, you should be able to understand much more of what it is I'm doing. So this is really an experiment for me to try to find a new way of teaching early level type ratings. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, I should be mentioning that as well. If you are using a virtual reality headset, which of course you'll be able to do with this application as well. So if you are using a virtual reality headset, then in this app you will not need to take the headset off. Let's see now. Let's see what happens. Guys, I'm having some computer problems. If you can just please stand by, I will be done very shortly. So there we go. All right, guys. Yeah, so what I was saying is that if you do have a virtual reality headset, you will not need to take the virtual reality headset off to continue watching in this application. There's a native virtual reality menu, so you'll be able to just look around, choose whatever videos that you want to look at, and they will be working perfectly without you removing the phone, which was another feedback that I got from the Mentor 360 app. Chris Elas, hey, will you be teaching how to recharge flight plans, etc. in the app as well? Yeah, I can do, absolutely. There is already in there, you'll see how to set up the FMC using the flight plan. So that's part of the free material inside of the application. I'm also going through how to do the performance based on what I have on flight plan. So there is a bit of it already. Charge I haven't looked into yet, but if there's enough of you guys that want me to do that, then of course I will be doing that. Alright guys, so basically that is what I wanted to cover in this live stream. I'll be doing more live streams where I will be focusing more about, answering your questions like I always do. But please, this app is something that I've been working hard on for very long. I would really, really appreciate if you guys want to try it out and get me some feedback on it. If you want to buy something inside of it, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. But just tell me what you think about it. And like I said, give it a grading. I'll take a few questions now before I go. Mainly if you have questions about the app, it would be great to be able to answer it right now when you have me on the line. Alf, hi Steel Trap, great to see you here. I know that you've been a subscriber for long. I hope that you're enjoying what I'm doing, what's happening with the channel. Swartwood Gamer, it's not in my country. Yes, it will be. If you have an Android device, you will be able to find it in your country. It might take a few hours to pop up in all the different countries, but it will be there. It's been up for about 6 hours now, so if you can't see it already, it should be there any second. Okay, more questions. Is it useful to, if you fly a glider, to want to become an airline pilot? Yeah, it is. You will learn a lot about aerodynamics and how to fly an aircraft and how what to look out for. A lot of the mental thinking is going to be similar, not the same, but similar. So absolutely, doing gliding, I think, is a great thing to do. The app name is Mentor Aviation. That's absolutely true. Mentor, can I download the app on my tablet? Yeah, if it's a Android, you can. On the iOS, you will be as soon as the iOS devices have been released, which I will tell you. Does flying RC help with piloting? No, not really. It's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of operating. You will learn a little bit about aerodynamics and stuff doing remote control aircraft, but it will not help you when it comes to stick and rudder skills. Is it possible to make it such a way that it can interact with the cockpit in the future? Actually, I have a different app in the pipeline for that. You'll not be able to actually interact as in switches like you do on, for example, FSX, because in order to do that, I will have to create a game as good as FSX or Flight Sim, and I don't have the funds or the possibility to do that. But I am working on something that is going to be a complement to this app, where you will be able to zoom in and to look closer at stuff and actually get hotspots where you get explanations of different systems and stuff like that. So yeah, I am continuously working on making better and better and more content for you guys. The app is on Android, absolutely. Guys, I think that I'm going to call it quits there. I will be issuing another video as well this evening. So if you don't have any more questions regarding the app in per se, then I'll be back with more live stream where we can just hang out and chill and talk about aviation coming up later on. But for now, I want to thank you for your attention, and I hope that you really like the application. And I will, yeah, like I said, whatever feedback you have, if you want me to talk about something specific, if you want to do a new playlist, then please send that in to me, and I will do my absolute best to do this and make this as good as possible for you guys. Let's make this awesome. Let's make this the best aviation app that is available out there. That is what I'm trying to do. That is what I hope that you guys will help me with. So if you like it, feel free to share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can see it. VH3313R. Okay, can you tell me that question again? Because I missed that question. Yeah, I know. It was out. I was out on iOS yesterday. Like I had everything ready, everything was planned and set, and then Apple came back and said that they had problems with this, so we had to stop it from iOS. Otherwise, that should have been up today as well. Does the job get boring? No, not really. You can find stuff to do. Obviously, I've done this for 15 years now. It's a fantastic job. VH3213R, if your question was what kind of experience is good, I agree with the one who answered your question, which is every kind of experience is good experience, as long as you do it in a professional way, and you try to get as much as possible out of it, and you're not just fooling around. Then any kind of experience that you get is good experience. Okay. Good, guys. I hope that you're all doing fantastic. I want to thank you for your time. It's been awesome as always. Have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic evening, and I will see you next time. How long it took to make the app? I've been working on this for about 6 months now, so it's taking along, and it looks like it's going to take a little longer until it's perfect. How I managed to do all of this between my the last 3 weeks I have been on annual leave, and I have been working basically non-stop with this application, which is why I'm so disappointed that I can't give you the iOS version today as well. But it will be coming there. I will be releasing all of everything that you want basically inside of this app. So have a fantastic evening, guys, and I'll see you